all acquaintance be forgot, and days of old lang syne? Should all acquaintance be forgot, and days of old lang syne? Of all lang syne. Saldades är min vän, jag låt den stark och sann. Jag låt oss alla ära den, ge kärlek till varann. Tag här min hand, du tror gemenskapen är vår. Den lever nu, den lever i många
照片也可以这就是陆战队，海军陆战队，因为这个镜头才能拍得远，你懂吗？别的镜头拍不了远。
刚才我一出去，我知道我是被点多好。
占领这个位置先掉。
我勉强。
差一点点。
这样算清楚没有，欧王？这样算清楚没有？可以吧？可以吧？
绝对会没有。
可以吧？
没有气啊。
OK。对。过来，对，你们这个镜头啊，
要远一点吗？过来。
这个都照到了。对了，这是历史镜头。对了，我们贾主席。
要照我是吗？
当然啦，我们多少年的朋友了。往后点再自然回倒过来，这样可以领刀。对了。还是往后一点。对了，这样就不一样了。这样就很清晰了。给你们照个相，哎，看见了，你看看，开过来，蛋呢，开过来，没，哎，大镜头这个，好，你看看，多清楚啊！
我以为你拍照片是4年吧？
对了。
50 campaign streamer stand is a testament to its long, faithful service to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard. In 1775, the shot moved around Lexington and Concord, sparked revolution, uniting 13 colonies against the odds. Changing the tide, survived on the field, and Yorktown The Old Guard, fight from the front floor, everybody. And now, from high above, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating 250 we begin with a great big wave, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Knights, the finest parachuting team in the world. Medal of Honor. Our nation's president was thankful again. The Army units that guarded settlers as native scouts joined the cause, and the Buffalo Soldiers etched a legacy of that honor.
Oh my God.
As they march by, a soldier's uniform signals their late 1850s official regulations outlined distinct rules shaping their identity and function. Of course, soldiers were issued chief coats. One being sack coat for work in battle, with brass buttons and colored jewelry marked their rank. Well, by war's end, that rugged sack coat became the soldier's uniform of choice. As the war escalated, volunteer enlistment surged. Congress authorized support for a force of up to 500,000 new troops, answering the call to preserve the Union. As they march by, representing the Civil War era of our nation's history, is the 4th Infantry Division based out of Fort Carson, Colorado.
Parachutes. They're there. I don't know if you saw me,
From Fort Cavazos, Texas, home of legends, the 1st Cavalry Division rides with pride. Born from the thunder of horse cavalry traditions of the Civil War, the 1st team forged its reputation on the front lines of history. They stormed Manila with a flying color, tried to bring young men first to reach the line, faced the crucible to provide a drag. The first of 13 named Today, that same warrior spirit lives on. You'll know the name, and you'll know them by their iconic cap hats, elite soldiers, and cutting-edge equipment. Tough, fit, fearless. The 1st Cavalry Division is a lethal, disciplined force that stands ready to fight and win anywhere, anytime. And the legacy rides on. This is the CAV. Lockheed Martin. In 1914, nicknamed Pershing Booth, on their feet was the M1918 French group. It was designed to survive the brutal grind of trench warfare. And on their backs, a field pack, ammo, first aid, and a gas mask. Everything a doughboy needed to fight and to win. Incidentally, the 42nd Infantry Division was deployed to heavy combat abroad and then deployed again in World War II, ultimately liberating the Dachau concentration camp. The 42nd responded to the terrorist attacks on 9/11. Later, with the war on terrorism, the rainbow stretched across the world again, deploying in Iraq and Afghanistan. Ushering into view the pride of Fort Sill, the U.S. Army Artillery Hand Section. This is literally powered by horsepower and heritage. This elite ceremony unit honors the legacy of the Army's horse-drawn artillery. With precision, discipline, and 6 majestic horses pulling a vintage 1918 Chrysler, the half-shaped equipment is alive and fully strong, representing the power, pride, and precision of America's field artillery. This is Fort Sill's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to our sponsor, Ford Energy.
All right.
Fight for freedom. The history is darkest hour. The United States Army was on the front lines, from the beaches of Normandy to the islands of the Pacific. The greatest generation faced down tyranny. From bombers to fighters to transports, U.S. Army aircraft started to thunder across the skies in World War II. And take a look up there, ladies and gentlemen. Flying overhead right now, they are fast, they are fierce, and famously used in the Doolittle raid over Tokyo. Leading up front, the mighty B-25 Mitchell. One Mustang. From the sky, we're back down on the ground. In World War II, one vehicle led in charge, the legendary quarter-ton 4x4 command recon vehicle, the Jeep. You might have a Jeep in your driveway, but not like this. The U.S. Army truck quarter-ton 4x4, the world's first mass-produced four-wheel drive vehicle. The Army used the Jeep for almost every military activity, including command vehicles, scout cars, and medical ambulances. Fast, rugged, the Jeep became a symbol of American ingenuity. From Fort Bragg, North Carolina, this is the 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band. 82nd received the nickname All-Americans after the contest as it represented the diverse origins of its members from every state. This name remains today symbolized by their iconic AA patch. Fort Bragg's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause, the 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band. In a global fight like World War II, the U.S. Army knew our troops needed more than courage. They needed innovation. Uniforms evolved for every environment. But olive drab remained the mark of the American soldier. The Army introduced two battlefield essentials: the N1 helmet, tough, stable, totally protected fire, and the M1 Garand rifle, powerful, fast, reassuring troops at very clear range. General George S. Patton called the M1 rifle the greatest battle implement ever designed. And history proved him right. The 82nd Airborne Division unit is best known for their bravery on D-Day, when 12,000 parachuted glider troops destroyed German supply lines after fighting for 73 days straight. Based on Fort Campbell, Kentucky, traces its lineage back to 1918, when the first established as a 100% division. Military ability traveling before across the world. He has held a crucial role in enemy lines on D-Day, the leading helicopter assaults in Vietnam, the 100% redefined honor force at home, protecting the little rock lines in the fight for civil rights. In recent decades, they've been sent across the world and extends as far as the Middle East, where they took part in Operation Desert Storm and participated extensively in the war on terrorism in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Screaming Eagles continue to lead the way as tomorrow's division in today's Army. The iconic Sherman tank is here, ladies and gentlemen. It was the cornerstone of the U.S. Armed Forces, showing its military might in World War II. It became one of the most influential tank designs of the 20th century. The M4 tank was nicknamed the Sherman tank after Civil War General William Tecumseh Sherman. Actually, it was named by the British. With almost 50,000 produced during World War II, the Sherman tank was in active service until 1957. In World War II, the M16 half-track was a force to be reckoned with. It was a self-propelled anti-aircraft weapon with speed, firepower, and beat chopper. Quite devastating. It served through Korea, Vietnam, and beyond, remains in use with U.S. allies to this day. The M16 half-track brings the fight wherever it rolls.
照不了，有个空弹给我的。
The U.S. Army Transportation Corps motto states, "Nothing happens in ground cargo with the backbone of the Red Ball Express." It kept the Allies supplied after D-Day in World War II. sponsor, Coinbase. Another rule by earlier, and then 2.5 tons, the 35A2 classic military transport truck was a mainstay of the U.S. Army for decades, particularly during the Vietnam War and Operation Iraqi Freedom. 2.5 valley bringing cargo supplies and soldiers. Its capabilities to pick up 5,000 pounds off-road and 10,000 bags on-road, making it ideal for standing ready to serve. It remains an enduring symbol of the 1st Cavalry Division's legacy and commitment to duty. The band performs Hit the Leather Ride on march composed by Captain Robert Merritt.